What's up guys, it's Eric here. Today we're going to VOD review a game from Replay, the world champion. I mean, this was just a crazy, I only saw like a snippet of this game, but it's a board that I've never seen before in TFT. I'm going to title this video, these are his, these are his notes. I actually love Replay. You're not allowed to play Vel'Koz anymore, you idiot. He's just looking at this before the game. What a beast. I saw this board, and I'm gonna have some kind of clickbait title, but it's not actually clickbait. I have never seen someone play this board before this set. Okay, so this is not click. And if you've seen someone play this board before, and you're like, oh yeah, I played this on PvE, I'm actually a beast. Shut up. Okay, like you're not good at it. Like I've never seen someone who's good at the game play this board before. So yeah, it's sick. And we'll get there when we get there. But for now, let's just look at the early game. He's gonna hold on these units. Okay, just roll on 3-2 like a beast and 3-1. Okay, I didn't see what else it said. Oh, also, hopefully, YouTube doesn't... that would definitely be me cursing in the first 50 seconds of the video, but surely it's all good, right? They never demonetize my stuff, because I'm a beast. Aurelia 2, plus Samir is a good opener. No other Ionians. I also have Viego 2. I mean, yeah, seems like a solid opener so far. Roll on 3-2 like a beast is crazy. I think in this meta, depending on the comp, it's more acceptable. It depends a lot on the comp. Some comps, you know, like if you're playing some kind of reroll comp, you can spike really hard on 3-2. If you're playing like a fast level 7 comp, then, you know, yeah, rolling on 3-2 can be sus. You know, something like Shurima or Ionia doesn't really spike. I mean, Ionia actually a bit. Okay. Items-wise, Haunted Shell, know your enemy trade sector. I mean, I would definitely reroll Haunted Shell. This augment is dog. Trade sector is buffed now. It gives 2 gold, but it's still pretty bad, right? I'm gonna go look at augment stats, but literally they're gonna be gone so soon. We can talk about that on today's stream as well. Oh, trade sector stats look pretty good actually, better than I thought. Medium and shopping, horrible. Healing orbs is, I probably would go for healing orbs here. Spoilers though, I know that he goes for trade sector in this spot. I feel like healing orbs from this setup, when you have a 2-star frontliner, he could have had 2-star Viego, but he didn't actually want to build it. I don't know. I like healing orbs. Oh wait, he's trade sector. I stopped thinking for a second, and I was like, oh my god, what a beast! He just rolls there. That was the cuff start in like 2 hours. Okay. So now he has a strong-ish early board. He still doesn't have Ionia in, which would be like amazing value here. Oh, the other reason I don't really love trade sector in this spot is that he's already upgraded like pretty hard, right? He already had the Aurelia 2. I mean, he could have had Viego 2, but he didn't actually have it. Like, trade sector is really good when it allows you to hit more upgrades. But I mean, he ends up hitting just a triple Jin shop like a beast, so all good. Finds another Ash here, so he's got Ash pair. I mean, interesting. He's gonna hold the Jinx pair for potential like high roll like Jinx or something. It's another Jin, another Aurelia. I mean, Jin, Aurelia 3, why not? Rolls into wait, did I read that already? I always like I'll read a chat message to myself, my head, and then go back and be like, did I read that out loud? Also, item stems wise, he obviously didn't have to stem anything in that last fight, but he could either go like Hodge or he could go like Protector's Vow. I mean, once again, we don't really have to slam anything here. This board's turbo weak. What would you prefer here? I kind of like wait, I said Hodge, but I was kind of thinking Protectors. It depends on the comp that you want to go for, I guess. I mean, Hodges, I mean, both are reasonable slams. And 3 Aurelia, 3 Smoge. Wow, yeah, he doesn't even want to hold them. What a not beast. Look, I played this comp like 1 time on PvE, and it was sick, but he's not about it. Ash 2. Oh, that's another very solid upgrade for his team. Still doesn't have, like, he would absolutely love, like, a set or something. Isn't really Hodge kind of bad? It's not amazing, but it's really not that bad. It's not like it's gonna, yeah, it's not terrible. But it's not insane. I can't level here. It's Maokai. Is Maokai better than Renekton? Looks like he thinks so, as sort of like a secondary tank. Not actually sure which is better. Maybe if it was Aurelia 1, it would be Renekton, but like Maokai's better as sort of like the secondary tank. Also not gonna slam anything here. Still, like this It's probably not a... They have good synergies in, but their board's all 1-star. So we should be fine again, and our entire board's upgraded, so nice, we're gonna win this. He could pre-level if he wants, or he could level after Carousel, or he could even make 10 here if he really wanted to, but I feel like this Callista definitely wants to come in. I don't know, I think I would probably pre-level here, yeah. Just because, like, imagine you get, like, a Callista shop into a... Okay, I mean, if you get double Callista, like, you get Callista shop, and then you get your free reroll, and then you get Callista shop, it's, like, it'd be a little bit broke. I guess you'd still be able to buy everything. Okay, items-wise here, curious to see what he values. I mean, some kind of AD item would be nice, for sure. Not really a lot of offensive components. I mean, you could take, like, a Gargoyles or something here. I would be tempted to just go, like, Gargoyles Hodge in this situation. He ends up taking Glove, or what? Hodge plus, like, IE, Hodge plus JG, I guess, is the idea. Random Rek'Sai. Okay, he gets his item here. Hey! Thank you for the resub. At Mexican. 19 months. Jesus, that is so long. Okay. Rolls again. He needs to see what his Ornn item is here. I mean, surely this is best, right? Yeah, for sure. Ornn item... Really have to go, like, Hull Crusher? It's not DFG. It's either Obsidian Cleaver or Hull Crusher. I think Hull Crusher's fine here. That is all right. Man, 19 months. I guess eventually I'll have to make, like, a 24-month sub badge, but that's some time. I mean, if you took Glove, you kind of have to make Hodge, I feel like. I guess he's fine for another fight not slamming anything. Definitely should make gold here if possible. Yeah. Hold on to another Ash here. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna win the fight. Make gold. Means we have to sell the list, which feels a little bit bad with the Ash as well. You're the positive vibes, Tito. But yeah, okay. So we're making 10. 4 streak, like a beast. It's another Ash, and you can start to see an interesting idea take form in Replay's mind here. You can start to see, wait a minute, he has 5 Ashes at 2/6. He hasn't itemized any of his carries yet. I wonder if this game could potentially be something very interesting. We shall see. We shall see. This guy is cooking. Ends up getting Ionian here, which is maybe better. And now he's gonna slam the Hodge and plus the glove on Ash. So you can see we're gonna carry Ash. Is this Freljord Cup or has it started yet? It hasn't started yet. This is just a VOD review we're doing. Freljord Cup is gonna start in a few hours. Happy Saturday, by the way. Happy Saturday, Loopy. Thoughts? All right. So we have 5 Ashes. We have itemized this Ash. I have to imagine next Ash item is IE. Now, how do you even play Ash reroll? Honestly, I don't really know. I think it's pretty, like, a very straightforward idea is just to play it sort of like Akshan, except we're, like, carrying Ash, and then, like, late game, we'll end up putting some items onto Akshan later, so we'll sort of, like, duo carry Ash Akshan. Makes a lot of sense. So that, like, ideally is what Replay is going to be angling for here, I would think. Just play, like, the 2 Deadeye with Akshan, get in Freljord. You probably... I mean, you could actually go into Shurima. Like, full disclosure, I know that this was an interesting game, but I don't know exactly what, like, end board he ended up playing. But, you know, like, you could definitely just play around, like, Shurima as well. To just to get a tankier frontline, right? Like, Akshan and then Nasus, and then, like, +1, either Cassio or Renekton. And then just use the Shurima bonus on your Nasus. Alright, so he gets a bunch of 2 costs here. Finds infinite Vise here. And so he's going to hold on to the Vise. Also gets Ais that he can slam. So he has the IE on his Ash. His Ash items are working out. He's going to hold a Kled here, which I don't know what the reasoning behind that is. Just to hold more 2 costs, I guess. I don't know. We sell a 1 cost there to hold that? Maybe. But yeah. We... get another shop with not much in it. The Karma maybe is playable at some point. Can use our reroll. Find Kled 2, but I don't know. Kled 2, I don't think it's very good in this setup. So yeah, just trying to keep our streak in this situation. We have slammed all our items. So yeah, I mean, we just have to play on this board. I guess you could theoretically level here, but there's not much to add to the board. What's up, my bald brother? What's up, Soren? Anyone want to redeem a lol chest review for my D3 account? Huh? You're asking for charity lol chest? It is a little scary, actually. So, like, we look at this board we're fighting, and and they definitely seem like they want to be playing Akshan from this spot. So it might be hard for us to find like Ashe 3 plus Akshan 3 if this is the route that we end up going. But I mean, we'll see. They're 90 HP. It's not like they're low, and they also have Trade Sector, which will allow them to hit as well. So it's kind of nice actually that we're relying more on this like Ashe carry rather than Akshan carry, because if we were relying on Akshan, it might be hard for us to hit. All right. So going into 3-2 augments, I mean, what would you think? What do you really want at 3-2 here? I mean, a lot of the Deadeye augments are dead. Maybe like a Freljord +1, but we can't hit that. We hit Prismatic augments, Ionia Crown, Blinding Speed, and Gifts from the Above. Gifts from the Above, very weak. Just overall, overwhelming force. I mean, it gives you like a Death Blade, but not too much. Like it could be sort of like a last resort here. And then Ionia Crown. Can we go Ionia Ashe? I mean, it sounds interesting, but I don't think so. Rerolls the Ionia Crown, and yeah, you already he sees it. Everybody's thinking it. Double Trouble Ashe reroll. Why not? We've already got the Ashes. We have duplicates of like everything. Like we have these duplicate sets. Rolls a couple of times. Finds a Sejuani. And I'm pretty sure he could pivot a lot of his board at this point, but I think he's just trying to figure it out. Like, I'm pretty sure strongest board here is like cut, Sejuani, double Vi. Maybe you probably keep Deadeye in, right? But yeah, I mean, look at this spot. Like, I swear, if I post this video to YouTube, I mean, I definitely will, and someone's like, oh, really? This is you've never seen this comp before? I play Double Trouble Ashe every game. I hard force it. I hard force it every single game. Like really? Please. But yeah. I don't know. This is just such a sick angle. Finds an Akshan as well, which can come in over the Jhin. And he's actually rolling a bit here on 6 to try to find a board. Finds an Aphelios here. I'm curious what he ends up actually playing. I feel like the double Vi plus Sejuani plus Akshan setup makes a good amount of sense. He's just rolling for another Ashe 2 or something. But yeah, he's rolling pretty hard here. I guess just also to sort of like try to stabilize. Like now he has Vi 2, but now he can't actually double trouble the Vi 2. I guess we can do this for now. But like, I'm not even sure. I feel like this board, I mean, yeah, he's not double troubling his Akshan, instead he uses a random Jhin in. But like, I mean, I guess, yeah, if you can double trouble the Akshan is probably stronger, but I think like just playing the double Vi's would have done a lot of work. But all good. He continues to win this. He continues to win. Like, my god. Like, I mean, it's a very strong board. I mean, this is what really good TFT players do, is they just play around what they hit. He hit 5 Ashes. I think very like 99% of people would just be like, okay, 5 Ashes. What is that? Who cares? But he sees the angle to potentially play Ashe roll and then hits the double trouble, and now he's in like an amazing, but very, very strange spot, right? I feel like Gargoyle synergizes pretty hard with Hull Breacher because you want to like solo frontline her. But I mean, I don't know, we could also go like a Bramble or something. We could also go like a Sunfire. He goes tier here? Oh, no, he was trying to go tier, but it was taken. He really wanted to like Protector's Vow his Vi? Or maybe he just wanted to put it on Sejuani or something. I don't know. It's kind of odd. But yeah, now he can get either the Vi or the Akshan double troubled in. Vi probably makes the most sense here. So we sort of like balance frontline and backline. And he's going to keep rolling to try to keep streak here. I mean, it's not like he's too close to a ton of stuff. He's close to like Akshan 2 and then second Ashe 2. Ashe 2. But I mean, he does manage to hit Akshan 2, and he doesn't even have to like roll deep. You know, he only he ends up just rolling to 40. So it's ends up working really well for him. But yeah. Double trouble every game. Yeah, I mean that would be very nice. But yeah, I mean his board looks solid. Even as the Akshan to like sort of like, the problem is that like Ashe does not do that much damage, and like this Akshan plus the double trouble is gonna help with that. Like you can see how like the Ashe is like slowly chewing through everything, but like having Akshan shoot the backline plus Deadeye, like it actually kind of works, right? He's continuing to keep his streak here. This was a relatively close fight. Like at the end, over like 30 seconds, Ashe did 5k. It's not like a huge amount of damage, but it's not nothing. But I mean, yeah, it's still working. Haven't seen Ashe roll before? Whack. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't it sick? Like, what a sick board. Okay, he keeps rolling. I don't know. I'm not sure about the roll here below 40, because now if he doesn't win, he actually gets punished pretty hard. I mean, you know he wants to keep his streak, but all he was really rolling there for was for the second Ash 2. But I mean, I guess it's not terrible. If he can still make 40, it's cool. If he has to pay 2 gold for this, it's a little bit rough, but we'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, solo frontlining. Oh, he missed a Vi? Is that what happened? Oh, maybe it's while I was looking at chat. Oh, rest in peace. Okay, so then he definitely shouldn't have rolled, because if he had bought the Vi, he'd be guaranteed under 40. Okay, so yeah, I don't know about that, but all good. His board is still stomping. My God, this board actually looks so strong. I don't know. I've never seen Ash roll, but like he's actually just like chewing through entire boards. I mean, part of it's the double trouble 3. Like this is very much not a setup that you can replicate, but you know, he was talking about this, you know, like because I listened to a little bit of the stream, you know, like everyone's playing like Talia double trouble and stuff like that. Why don't you just play Ash double trouble like a beast? You know, no one's ever gonna contest it. Um, seems kind of sick. But yeah, I want to see again the player who is playing Akshan, because like we kind of need to ideally. I mean, you just need to hope that they're not, you know, hitting that many Akshans. Hopefully they're not contesting. It was Dill Doyle, I think. So yeah, and then also Soju's spot. I think he's looking at Soju because he's thinking in the possible. Oh my God, look at the orbs. He's saying that maybe Soju will pivot into the comp. Item slam. Okay, another Ash. I mean, we just roll for Ash 3 here. We're 1 off. There's another Akshan, which is good. There's Lissandra, which can come in at level 7 after we hit Ash. But you definitely have to roll for Ash here. I mean, the nice thing is, like, look at this. Look, Ash is so uncontested. We just hit it, like, immediately. I mean, you can level here for Liss. You could probably wait 1 round before you level here. Items-wise, it's a little bit awkward. I feel like GS is probably fine. Okay, he's actually just going to straight up level here. You go GS, but then the rest of your items are quite awkward. Like, what are you making GS and Hodge somewhere? But I mean, it probably has to start with GS, right? And then the only other possible slam here is Hodge, I guess. I mean, you could go QSS Akshan if you really want to, but yeah. Is it ever like Shojin? I mean, probably not if you want Ash to be a carry. I mean, it does give her some AD and make her cast more. I don't actually know how much damage comes from her cast versus just her autoing. Probably a lot of it. That actually sounds kind of sick, Shojin there. He also opts to sell an Akshan, which is interesting. 2 gold, a random tier 5. 1, 2, 5. And he's like tactic stat toolsing it. I guess I'll tactic stat tools it as well, because I don't think I've ever actually taken this off before. 1, 2, 5. 4.54. It's not that bad. But like, what 5 quests are you really looking for in this situation? Like, Cyan would be good. Ends up hitting Cybernetic Bulk, which I don't love. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really love Cybernetic Bulk in this spot. You're just giving it to your Vi and to your Ash. I guess you can just spread these components a little bit. Here goes there. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not terrible. It's a silver. But yeah, okay, now we're in like a very stable position. We are gonna fight. I mean, this has got to be one of the stronger people in the lobby. They hit everything on their kill board. They are stuck on level 5 though. It took them a long time to hit. They're also pumping up Kale, which is kind of sick. But I mean, look at how this board just shreds through frontline. Like, you would expect this board to have trouble with super tanky frontline, but like the Ashes just do so much damage. I would just make gold here, right? I would assume. Do you really care that much about holding this Jarvan? I don't think so. Yeah, okay. So we're chilling. No shred. I mean, he has Freljord in, so he doesn't need tread really on this board. The only thing that's gonna matter is like prior to the Freljord proccing, there's gonna be no shred, but you know, you're fine. It's a Sejuani passive, so Sejuani passive reds chills enemies. You do extra damage to chilled enemies. I mean, I don't think Ash could proc Sejuani passive like super well. Like, you want someone like a Felios or even like Jinx that like does sort of like a lot of on hit. I guess Ash, like, all of the arrows count, so that's like something. But I don't know. It's definitely interesting. But yeah, I mean, it just seems like the combination of the Ash ult plus Freljord just like kills the entire board at the same time. But yeah, I mean, What a cool board, right? And he's just 13 streaked with it. A board that I think so many people would just never in their lives play this board. So I wanted to show off this game. And I don't know how the end of the game goes. I literally tuned in like around here and was like, wow, this is a crazy spot. And now like I don't know. I guess we will together see how the game ends. Maybe he falls off a cliff. The board is terrible, and then he just goes 8th. That would be well, he can't go 8th at least. But you know, he goes bot 4. That would be sad, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe Giant Spell for Zephyr. I don't even hate it. Just Zephyr the Spy. He's looking at maybe a 3rd item on the Spy. I mean, he's very far off Vi 3, so I would probably just start like continuing to push levels. I don't even completely hate leveling here. Just get in like another Sejuani, and then like continue to push your streak. You also get a free reroll. He's gonna put the Akshan in and continue to look for Akshan 3. Okay. Akshan. He thinks he like sort of lacks. I feel like this board lacks tankiness more than it lacks damage. But maybe with the Freljord like slowing everybody, it's fine. Maybe. But yeah. Wait, that guy's dead on 4-3. Yeah, it was the Kale player, the pumping up Kale player who hit everything on 5 and then just died. Yeah, kinda rough. Because like you look in a fight like this, I don't know. I feel like his front line's a little bit sus, but I mean, this Vi actually with Hullbreacher is just a beast. She's just living forever. Hullbreacher Prismatic Double Trouble. She can't be stopped. Okay, never mind. His front line's chilling, man. Vi too, all good. Like she just lives forever. That was insane. All right. Well, I guess he doesn't need any more front line. I guess this is enough. Strangely enough. I also wonder. Is it ever 2nd Sejuani over 3 Freljord? It's Prismatic Double Trouble, but 3 Freljord is really good. Maybe if you had Sejuani 2 and you were giving stats like a Sejuani 2, Sejuani 1 maybe not. I don't know. It's interesting to think about. You like she has Cybernetic Bulk and Bruiser. Like the Armor and Mar matter a lot, but I don't know. 3 Freljord is really strong. I'm surprised that it's another Akshan, but I mean the stats also like Double Trouble Deadeye tends to make a lot of sense, right? All of the raw AD you give them helps them do more damage with their Deadeye procs. Like Deadeye units really like just raw AD. So it kind of makes sense. And like also Deadeye is a trait where like the more Deadeye units you play, even if you're not like upping the traits, even if you play 4 Deadeye but you're only playing 2 Deadeye, like here where we're playing double Ash, double Akshan, you know, they're all going to still like proc off of the Deadeye. It's not something I don't know. There's some traits where like, you know, you play more units and it doesn't really matter, but like, you know, this is a trait where like the more units you play, you know, it scales very well. And now he's just 15 streaking like a beast. Yeah, just doesn't lose a single fight the entire game. Maybe just 100. He's probably gonna lose a fight at some point as people spike, but yeah, we'll see how the rest of this game goes. Breaking Watch Freljord Cup. I'm gonna be watching it on the stream once it starts. It doesn't start for another couple hours. And then there's also a main broadcast, the Teamfight Tactics Twitch channel, and then you can also watch individual players' broadcasts. I mean, I can't imagine that Warmogs is bad here. You just make Warmogs here. And what do you make as your other item though? Make like JG Akshan or something. Sounds interesting. He's looking at this Vi ability, trying to figure out something. I don't know. This is the situation where I'd like to have his audio on, but he's probably playing K-pop or something, so I don't want to get demonetized. Makes Guardbreaker. Oh, he was looking if he could Morello as his Vi. Wait, is it magic damage? I felt like it would be physical damage. Vi. I mean, we could go back in the VOD, but it's so hard. Vi TFT. At 9. It is physical damage, but it doesn't work with Morello's. Okay. This man is addicted to Guardbreaker, man. He just builds it every time. Like, he could go, like, JG Akshan in this spot and a Warmog's Vi, but instead he goes Morello on a Vi. I mean, eventually you can move the Morello to Sejuani, which I imagine is the idea. I mean, he could already do it, actually. But I don't know. Only just 50 stack T-Hex? Oh my god, I was looking at Vi stats, I didn't even notice. But yeah, I mean, at this point, we're just going to push fast 9, right? Our board's strong enough. We finally lost a fight, but like it's not like we're gonna lose every fight in this spot. Like our board is decently strong still, I would have to imagine. So I assume you can just go fast 9 here and then cap out your board. I guess we'll see. This reminds me a lot of actually, does anyone remember the VOD I reviewed last set of Dish Soap, and he played Double Trouble Ash. It was the 1-cost Laser Core Ash. He played Double Trouble, hit an Ash 3 out of nowhere, and then just used that to go like the fastest 9 of his life. It was in tournament as well, I believe. Like this reminds me a lot of that game where you hit something and then you find Double Trouble, and that Double Trouble allows you to spike your board insanely hard. Is he like Chalice of Power here? Lose the cybernetic bulk value on this second buy. I mean, that makes sense. I think Replay's been doing this a lot recently. He's gonna roll on 8 here to try to stabilize his board a bit and maybe find like an Akshan 3. An Akshan 3 will definitely help like take his board to the next level. I think he's sort of concluded that his board is not strong enough here. So he's gonna start rolling, which I think is valuable. Yeah, things about getting Cyan and I don't know, the Double Trouble value on. But I mean, you could just, I mean, if you find another Sedge, cut both buys, play Scion plus Double Trouble the Sedge sounds pretty good. A little bit sad that this tier is gonna be stuck on the Sejuani forever, because I kind of want to just 3-item her, but it's okay. Yeah, that sounds like the best possible way to go about it. But yeah, like Dish Soap in that game, hit an early Ash 3 as Ash the 1-cost. Hit Double Trouble and then just went fast 9 and play around like Laser Core. I mean, that obviously a completely different set, but this is very reminiscent. So he's not, I guess, able to go the fastest 9. I don't know. Maybe Dish Soap goes fast 9 here. I'm not sure. It's a definitely difficult call to make. You can go Renans here for your Akshan. It seems like the best, and it's on a Sejuani. Wait, that's so good. It's a Renan Sejuani, so you can Double Trouble your Sedge. Oh yeah, it is the Q cone at least. Okay, so yeah, he does end up doing what I said, Hog. It's actually kind of sick because like the Morellos is gonna be good on this Sedge because she's gonna cast almost instantly. I think it's just Morello's guard or Hull Crusher. He's gonna go Morello's Gargoyle and then Hull Crusher there. There's 600 HP. I mean, you already get a lot of armor. I'm actually curious what's better on the Sejuani, the Gargoyles or the Hull Crusher. Because you already get a lot of armor and MR from Double Trouble, but you also already get a lot of HP just from being a Bruiser. And like a little bit from this Morello's. So I don't actually know, like stats-wise, what makes her tankier here. I mean, I guess it depends on like, you know, if she's targeted by the entire enemy team, it's probably Gargoyles. But like, how many units does the Sejuani have to be targeted by where Gargoyles makes her tankier than the Hull Crusher? I don't know. The chill passive will cause burn on Sedge with Morello. Wait, is that how it works? I know it's like when she throws her ult out, it works. But like, I don't think it's... Yeah, I think I know what you mean. But I don't think it's like when Ash autos a chilled target. I don't think that causes burn. Like it's like when she ults like the AoE, that causes burn, right? But yeah. I mean, it's a very... She's actually like a really solid Morello holder. Like one of the better ones this set. This is so cool though that like he has the duo carry. Like he's gonna put the kind of less useful carries on the other side, but like the Ashe 2 and the Akshan 2 are still gonna do work. He's actually like really close to Akshan 3 now, so he's gonna cap out with like Akshan 3 and then eventually go 9. But yeah, whenever passive procs it should, but isn't it true damage? And Morello only procs off magic damage, so wouldn't it not? I believe, yeah, isn't her passive true damage? It'll reduce attack. It actually, whenever an ally attacks a chilled enemy, they deal bonus true damage. It also says the ally, like they does. They do. Morello procs on true? Huh? I thought it was just magic. I am Morellonomicon TFT. Morellonomicon. Passive. Oh, it does proc on true damage as well. Oh. Interesting. I learned. I thought it was only magic. Okay. But also, I don't know, it reads like the the unit that autos does the damage. Sedge technically does the damage? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so then yeah, I guess that works. That's kind of sick. Kind of really sick actually in this setup. item-wise. I mean, it's got to be IE, right? I don't know. He's looking at Zephyr, but isn't IE such an insane increase in damage with Guard Breaker and Akshan 3 and Double Trouble? Yeah, like, there's no way. And now we just go 9. Backline is burning. Okay. Wait. What is he doing? Hello? I don't... Do you really care about the QCOM value on this guy? You're losing the Hull Crusher value. Okay, I think he's realized that he's trolling a bit. Okay, so... Where's my Freljord? Okay, there's Freljord, and then Pew. Is the backline burning? Okay, I can't really tell. But, I mean, either way, it's obviously a really strong setup. Like, when the Ash arrowed backline there, it didn't really look like they were burning, but maybe I just am blind. And double check and damage recap. I mean, if I was playing the game, I could, but I'm not. So he could... How expensive is it to level here? 64. He could level here. I'm a bit surprised he... I mean, I guess maybe he has the idea that, like, it's just him and this guy. Oh, he's actually rolling. Wait, he's going for Sedge 3 in this spot. Oh? He's only 3 off. This person is not... Wait, aren't they? No, they're not even playing Sedge. They pivoted to Scion. Interesting. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, that seems sick. But I don't know. His board is actually getting disturbed. I guess he... Okay, he makes the call in this spot, which is very smart. But, like, he's actually probably not going to... Well, I don't know. I was going to say he's probably not going to win this fight by going 9. But I'm pretty sure if he went 9 and just added another Scion to this board, like, doesn't he win there? Like, it actually looked really close and getting double trouble, and the Scion is huge. So, I don't know if I agree with this call. And now he has to hit Sejuani 3, and all the other players to do is hold, like, 1 Sejuani, and he's doomed. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he could have won if he just added Scion to this board. But now his game is just doomed because he's committed to rolling for Sedge 3. And it's just going to be a second. Like, all they have to do is hold 1 Sedge. They have, like, no gold, though. Content? True. Yeah, I mean, Sejuani 3 double trouble is definitely the play for content. So, I guess it's all good. I guess it is all good. You look so good in your hairstyle, or lack thereof. My lack of hairstyle. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right, I mean, let's see. I mean, that fight was close. Maybe with different positioning we can win. I don't know if this is the positioning that wins it for us, though. I mean, honestly, this Ashe, like, does work at the end of fights. Like, it's actually so... Okay, I'm pretty sure... Like, not to say that he threw this game, but, like... I think... Okay, you can just take... Is it better to take Scion 2 or to take Shroud here? Scion 2 is pretty good. He decides to take Shroud, though. Okay. Does that give them... That does give them Scion 2. I don't know. I kind of maybe would take Scion 2 and deny their Scion 2. I think that might be better. It's I mean, he's lowering a little bit on Sedges, but also it's like not really expected that he hits Sedge 3 in this spot. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Oh! 1. He's 2 more. Double Sejuani shot, Mort Dog, 1 time. Boom, boom. Oh, it's an 8th. All right. I mean, it's a second, but I mean, a really cool game. I mean, to only be beaten by a 60 stack T-Hex with like a Radiant item on their Zeri, I mean, I'll call that pretty good, right? I think there's nothing wrong with that. Shroud down the middle, hits a lot of stuff. And the problem is, even if he wins this fight, he has to win like 1 more, maybe even 2 more if it's like a close win. And I don't know how, like, you have to hit Shroud every single time. And then have the fight RNG go in your favor, which, yeah, especially with the Scion 2, he can just not shoot through it all. But yeah, I mean, what a cool game. Like I said, never seen this comp before in my life. If someone has seen this comp before, you're a liar, or maybe you're just a genius. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, like, comment, subscribe, check out my Twitch and all my links down below. Thank you.